Next up on WTV, a new program that could help students, this week's edition of My Life As, and all eyes on the Olympic Games. WTV's Daily Update starts now. Good morning, Red Hawk Nation. Today is Thursday, May 16th, and I'm Wade Glover with today's Daily Update, brought to you by Wingspan TV. Getting pulled over or interacting with law enforcement officers can be nerve-wracking for anyone, but some students on campus may be more prepared in the future. WTV's Kirthi Gumati has the story.
Freshmen are getting the chance to learn how to interact with police as part of legislation that went into effect for the class of 2022. Freshmen will see a presentation this week, and Officer Hubbard will come in next week to speak about the presentation and answer questions.
House Bill 30 is a program put on by the state to educate new drivers on how to interact with police during traffic stops and other things that may happen during your lives. Basically, it's going to show you some videos and some scenarios of how to interact with the police, what questions to ask, where to park your car, your general rights, what rights you have and what rights you don't have, and then answering questions that you may have regarding an interaction with a police officer during a traffic stop or anytime you may call one. It's generally an information deal for new drivers that hasn't been presented before, because a lot of people don't know how to act during a traffic stop because you've never been involved in one. And this should help most people out and make it a less stressful situation.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Kirthi Gumati.
Students in medical terminology are changing up their learning by creating board games for other students to play. WTV's Kavya Srinivas explains.
To better help students understand their unit, they were responsible to create a board game that appeals to others and help their classmates learn the unit.
They had to come up with the board game concept and the rules and the game pieces. And so they had to come all the questions, they had to research and come up with everything. And it was collaborative within the groups, and it reinforced learning because everyone then got to go and play everybody else's games. And it was a fun, interactive change for students. The more fun they have, they're probably going to remember it better.
The purpose of this assignment is to create a fun learning environment, allowing students to memorize the concepts easily.
While making the games, we were able to search up random facts and very detailed questions that really challenged the players of the game on what they had to do. So, for example, there was a question about how many of these cells exist in this organ, and it's really a random fact, and it really pushed us to think. And then there were key concepts that we had to have in our game, which really helped us review for the test. And this was really good because it's not like it's not like the ordinary things we do in class, just get a test review and just do it. Instead, we got to do it in an interactive way, and this really helped me in my education, in my learning.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Kavya Srinivas.
Theater students are taking part in an annual tradition where each new improv is its own unique experience. WTV's Walker Shippey has the story.
The annual improv show is tonight in the auditorium, but unlike most performances, the actors are simply given a prompt, and from there, everything is unscripted.
So the improv show is, because it's improv, not really about anything. It's just a night of comedy and fun where you work together to create comedic scenes to entertain the audience, and it can be anything from fantasy to realistic to anything you want it to be, really, because it's improv.
The students have been practicing for the show using games and activities to enhance their ability to create characters and scenes on the fly.
We practice every Tuesday and Friday mornings at 8, and we just practice games to get people more creative and focused in order to come up with characters and scenes on the spot.
The show starts tonight at 6 o'clock in the auditorium. Reporting for WTV, this is Walker Shippey.
On this week's edition of My Life As, WTV takes a look into the life of hockey player Anjali Pathukanuri.
So regular game days at this moment is on Sundays, and so we're given game times, so we have to be there an hour ahead. Most time about an hour and 15 minutes. Since I'm a girl, we're in a different locker room than the guys, and so I put everything in the girls' locker room, and then I pretty much go conjugate with the team and do warm-ups. I played AA, AAA for Dallas Elite this past season, which is an all-girls team out of Valley Ranch. And at the moment, I'm playing for Prosper High School, which is an all-guys team, but we have 4 girls on the team. I play center and left wing, but currently I'm playing defense. On average, like with games and practices, I could probably say 10 to 12 hours a week. I actually started as a figure skater a few years ago, and I was figure skating, and I'm kind of scared of heights, so when they started jumping, I kind of freaked out. And I actually had one of my good friends who was a figure skater. She actually became a hockey player, and I went and watched her game one day, and I was like, you know what? I'm not a figure skater. I'm 100% a hockey player. So I've been playing hockey for 4 years now. I think I'm most proud of how far I've come as a hockey player, because starting as a figure skater, I was a little bit on a back set because it's different with figure skating, with different techniques and stuff. And so I think progressing as an overall person is what I'm most proud of, and becoming the person I think I truly am. My favorite part of playing is having like a second, third family with the team, because even though you are not related by blood, you all have a common interest, a common love for the sport, and you're able to bond over something you all love.
For the many students who participate in campus athletics, playing in college or professionally is a dream. But for one student on campus, the Olympic Games could be a bounce away. WTV's Abby Cho has a story.
You may not see him putting on football cleats, dribbling a basketball, or swinging a baseball bat, but freshman Christian Pierce may end up on TV screens around the world as he works his way towards his dream of making the Olympics in trampoline and tumbling.
So that's super far away. I mean, I would like to go to the Olympics, but right now it kind of depends on just how everything else goes and like how school is going at the time that I get to that level and like age and stuff like that. But I would like to get to that level and go to the Olympics.
After 4 years full of practices, Pierce hopes to end up at the Olympic Games.
Well, I would like to at least make the Olympics if I do get to that stage, because I feel like that's a pretty big achievement, just making it.
Planning to aim high in the field of gymnastics, Pierce's coach believes his hard work is only the first step in his journey.
My goals for Christian are for him to become the best or highest level athlete that he is capable of becoming, placing top 3 this year at his level at nationals in all of his events.
Christian has been competing in tramp and double mani for years, and his Olympic prospects are a sign that his hard work is paying off.
I feel like I've worked a lot. Like, I come here 3 to 4 times a week, 4 hours a day, and I've been doing this for probably about 3 or 4 years total, so it's been a while. It's stressful, but it pays off.
Reporting for Wingspan TV, I'm Abby Cho.
If you're looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. Please stay tuned for today's announcements. The AP Microeconomics and the AP Music Theory exams are tomorrow morning. The AP Computer Science A exam is tomorrow afternoon. That's it for today's Daily Update. This is Wade Glover for Wingspan TV.